host Justin, and I'm here with famous person Jim Freeman. I don't know if you want me to say your full name on camera because you're really iffy about that a while ago.
That's my name.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to be known what I'm associated with though.
Well, okay. Jim Freeman has been in Shanghai for the past 2 years. He left and broke my heart because it was so sad seeing one of my favorite coaches go, because he was one of my favorite coaches, because he was probably one of my only coaches.
No, I'm sorry. That's really sad.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so
I didn't have any real coaches either.
Oh, it's okay. I think
sorry for my former coaches that I don't hate.
I think that we all got to get along.
You know who you are.
Yeah. Okay, Jim. What's the best thing about Shanghai?
The food. I used to be a very thin man when I lived in the United States. And you go to Shanghai and everything can be delivered to your door that you desire for a very cheap price, only like $1. And it's better than risking getting run over by cars, going on the subway. It's a very convenient lifestyle. You can even get dogs delivered to your house.
Dogs? Like
yeah,
cooked dogs or real dogs?
Like live dogs.
Live dogs.
You can buy live dogs on Taobao. And if you don't like them, you can send them back. I mean, they've got everything very done where you can get things very quick. It's very convenient. I'm very busy with my job, so
you just get it delivered.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Great.
Okay, so you went to Shanghai 2 years ago, and you already have a fiance. How does that work out? Tell me about how that happened.
I met her pretty quickly. We've been together for about a year and a half, and I'm getting old, and I was getting fat. So she's a very great woman, and you know, I've dated, you know, some people before in my life, and she's the one that I said I can spend my rest of my life with.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Okay, but how did you meet her? Like, where? Do you remember?
Well, she was internet dating site, but don't show that.
All right, we'll just leave that out. No.
Yeah. But I saw she worked for the same company my dad did, and I was like, hey, you know, my dad worked there, and she's like, oh yeah, let's go on a date, and that's how it worked.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know they had those in Shanghai.
It was OK Cupid. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I swiped right on her.
Well, okay, maybe your swiping right was the right choice.
Yeah, good one.
Okay, my young boy, do you want some sit here?
You know, actually, I have a story to tell you.
Okay.
I didn't know I was going to see you today, and I had mentioned you today. Because I was talking with my other debate coach, and we were talking about some of the K arguments and how to teach them to students who are in high school. You were in, I think, grade 9?
Yes.
And I was teaching them about Edward Said and Orientalism, and you know what you said as a response?
What did I say?
It's very disorienting.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a good chuckle about that one.
I made a lot of stupid jokes. Now I'm just exclusively running Ks like you said you should never do. And then I turned into a miniature Jim Freeman.
If you want to hear my opinion to be a good debater, is that I think it originally came from Dallas Perkins, maybe. I heard it from one of my assistant coaches, but he says readers beat speakers. Readers beat speakers. So as long as you do a lot of research and you get a lot of knowledge, you can destroy people in cross-X.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like the stuff that I've done more reading on, I do a lot better at in round if I actually like read the books.
What are you doing here? Huh? Trying to take over my job?
Yes.
Oh, well, you're doing a pretty damn good job of it. However, I want to ask Freeman some questions too.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Justin. It was nice seeing him again. That was a very pleasant surprise today.
Yeah.
Justin's pretty good at that, huh? We're gonna see if we can convince him to upload a few videos of him interviewing his friends or something. Hi, I'm host Eric. Welcome to Talking with Famous People. And you've just been watching about 4 minutes and 10 seconds of it. I've got here Freeman. Freeman was Abraham 2 Abrahams ago.
And I think before that was Wheeler.
Before that was Wheeler, right?
And
they're all like, look, Freeman's the main guy over his thing anyway.
Well, I used to be. Then I went to a bigger company, and then.
But you're the main guy over your Shanghai debaters, at least, right?
The ones I coach, yes. Yeah. I don't have any other coaches fucking with them, but we have 5 coaches that are all pretty much equal.
Right. So you're not. The point is, you're not following directions regarding your own debaters.
Right.
Right. That's what I mean by the main guy. Okay.
They do
for whoever you got, right? For whoever you got, you can be the main guy for somebody, and still be not the head coach.
Right.
So,
And I took about 12 teams here to nationals, plus 2 OO debaters. 2 of those teams are from Beijing. I don't have any control over the Beijing kids, but I have control of the Shanghai kids.
you were so awful when I first had you. I was so shocked at how lazy you were. Oh, Freeman. Freeman is driving me crazy. I go home and say, Freeman's driving me fucking crazy. But, you know, I was the same way at first, I'm sure, at everything. So what ended up happening, of course, is obviously you figured it out. And it sounds like you did well at the tournament, and it sounds like you like China. I fucking hated it. I was so happy to get out of there. Do you hate it sometimes? Do you have China days?
I have China days, but I've also had U.S. days here already, and I've only been here for about 5 days. No, I got in Saturday, so 4 days.
So it's been quite a while since I saw Freeman. We didn't talk for quite a long time because he was employed by my old employer, and I'm sure my old employer instructed him under penalty of death never to speak to me.
She made me block you on Facebook.
There you go. So
that's all we'll say about that. I can't say anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, she made me block you on Facebook.
Yeah, I can only imagine all the fun my various little jabs. I can only imagine all the scurrying behind the scenes. There's a lot of scurrying, I bet. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But it's really cool seeing Freeman. It's been a long time, and you know, Freeman and I were
School of Excellence.
Well, we were right next to each other all the time because we were at work all the time and we were doing shit, you know. And we did get School of Excellence that year, didn't we?
Hmm?
Yeah, we did. Me and Freeman brought that back. What was it? School of Excellence in Debate?
That was supposed to be a rebuilding year because we only had like 7th, 8th graders.
Yeah, or 6th and 7th.
Yeah, 6th and 7th.
Okay, but you know what else makes this super, super exciting being here in Utah right now? Is that one of the coolest things that I feel like, wow, that's super cool that actually happened, is guess who's here in Utah? Ho Zachary. Ho Zachary, come on over here. You sit right there and I'll put myself back here. So,
I know both of these guys. The last 2 I've interviewed, I don't know this guy. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting. He knows very little about me, other than I was an older I'm Abraham's grandfather.
Yeah, Abraham's grandfather.
I'm his grandfather. Okay.
Well, you know, Freeman, we normally do typing stuff. Why don't we ask him? Let's see how he does the troll question. Do you know the troll question?
What's the troll question?
Zachary?
All right, so there are 2 pieces of land. Okay, you are the master of this village. Okay, and the village extends over the 2 pieces of land.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you have citizens on both sides, but all the food is produced on the right side. Right. And there's a bridge that connects the 2 pieces of land. And there's a river below. Well, the bridge collapses. Right, it's gone, and a troll appears in its place. And this troll demands 10% of the food tax if food is brought by him on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
But he can sense if you have food. If you don't have any food, then you don't have to pay the tax, of course. But he can sense if you have food or not. Did I leave anything out? That's all of it, right?
But yeah, if you cross the river if you cross the river, you're carrying food. He's going to take 10% of it, whether it's a crumb or 1,000 tons. How do you feed? You can't make it through the whole winter unless if you give the troll 10%. Some of the people will starve.
And they can't kill the troll?
Well, I'm going to ask you, how do you solve this problem?
How do you approach it?
I would kill the troll because he's violating other people's rights.
Okay, so that's a good reason too. I like that reason. But killing the troll is certainly a viable option now. But you can't just say I killed the troll. You have to actually execute this. So you gather some guys together. Remember, it's the days of swords and on horses.
Sure.
And you're like, all right, us 10, we're gonna go kill that troll right there. And the troll's a big troll. It's like 12 feet tall. It's big. And the guys are like, well, okay. I mean, we can probably do it, but we know we're gonna lose a couple guys. And then you start going towards the troll, and what should happen to appear? But some of the wives of the town, they're protesting. They're along the side of the riverbank. Turns out the troll's an endangered species, and they don't think you should kill it. And they say, don't kill the troll. They're holding the signs. And now the guys who are kind of a little bit not sure, certain, they're kind of like, well, you know, our wives really don't want us to go. Should we still go?
Why don't we just pay the troll to go to a zoo?
Pay the troll to go to the zoo. Would you like to go talk to the troll?
If it's an endangered species.
Would you like to talk to the troll?
Hey, I heard you're an endangered species, dude. You're taking 10% of the food. Well, why don't I give you like a movie deal or something like? Because you're a very rare species, and it's obviously you could have an MMA career, fight people, whatever you want to do. I will make you rich.
Okay, well, listen, I appreciate your offer, sir, but what I don't hear there is anything about food. And as a troll, while I am attracted to fame, I'm attracted to fortune like anybody, mostly I'm attracted to 10% of your food. What do you say?
I'm sure we could hook you up with some endorsements.
You don't seem to be hearing me, sir. It's winter. We're all trapped right here. I don't know what you think you're going to do. Take me to Hollywood or something. It's the Middle Ages. If there's snow on the ground, we have horses and swords and shit. I need 10% of your food. I'm sorry. I don't. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do a deal. You've been nice enough to talk to me, sir. I'm going to do you a special favor. 9.8%. There you go. Final deal.
Well, the women are complaining, right?
Well, they're glad that you didn't kill it. They're glad you're talking to it. They're standing there watching right now.
I feel like I'm playing D&D.
What are you going to do? How would you solve this problem?
I need some dice to roll.
There are no dice to roll. You have to solve the problem with your cognition.
I roll for charisma.
Yeah, I roll my charisma.
If you don't solve it, you lose 5 points of charisma.
It's a lot.
Freeman, you don't want that.
How do I lose 5 points of charisma?
I deem it such.
Oh, you deem it so you're the GM. Okay.
You probably enter again, Justin.
All right, go. Go, Freeman, tell me. What do you do?
Why won't? So I'll give the troll that much money if he protects the village from like dragons and shit.
There aren't any dragons. The problem is starvation for lack of food.
Yeah.
And he wants to take 10% of the food. No matter what additional advantages you might get out of that, you're not stopping the starvation and you're not solving the problem. What are you going to do? You can still try to kill the troll, but you piss off the wives and we're not sure. You can try again if you'd like, or you can try some different approach.
I was gonna say something really horrible, but I'm not gonna say that.
No, you should say it. We're interested.
Don't encourage Freeman. Be careful with this one.
The troll hair.
Yeah, I'm pro-choice, so I'd give the unwanted babies to the troll. He'd probably like little babies, right?
He doesn't eat people. He steals their food and eats it.
Babies
Okay?
aren't people. They have no
Yeah, but if you fry your own babies, you grill them, you grill them
Yeah.
up, that makes them food.
Okay,
You
well
have to do it yourself.
that's true, but
Yeah.
okay. So right now, the town's standing in the town square, and Freeman, you're standing there suggesting your new plan.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want you to do, guys, start a fire, start cooking your babies. And
No,
gonna
the
feed them
unwanted
to
babies.
Only the unwanted ones, though. And now the crowd starts to grumble. Brrr. What the hell are you talking about? You got insane? That's not going to get rid of the troll. He already told me my baby tasted awful. My last baby I fed him tasted awful. What are you going to do, Freeman? Can you solve this problem? Use your brain.
I'd still feed them babies.
That's not solving the
I
problem.
like babies.
Feeding the troll your baby is not solving the problem. It's just making one troll with indigestion and one dead baby.
And he doesn't like older people either.
He doesn't eat people, Freeman. He eats their food.
Well, it could be argued that babies are people.
Okay, there's too much any in this room. Can you try to solve the problem, Freeman? What do you think? There is a solution to it.
The troll exists in a superposition.
Are you saying the troll's the government?
Quantum superposition.
I think your solution there, Justin, is a good one. Refuse to observe the patrol. Refuse to observe the troll until he reverts to quantum superposition.
That's true.
No
And
longer
yeah,
than
and you
this.
refuse to look at him, observe him, then he can't do anything if he's in quantum superposition. He
So
can't-
you try
he
to
can't
provoke,
act.
like, don't allow him, pretend he's not there?
No, you deny him the reality making power of observation.
Okay.
That's why you're real right now, Freeman. If we stopped looking at you, you'd disappear. Didn't you know that?
I played that in a Final Fantasy game or something once. Final Fantasy X, I
that
think.
it would go deeper, right? It would be like if we could remove our conception of you, then
Mhm.
you would disappear.
Yeah, we'd have to remove you. Only in a debate round do we get to observe things into reality. Justin, how do you answer the troll question?
I just move somewhere else.
You can't. It's winter. You're going to die if you try.
Why not?
Well, first of all, you're the mayor of the town. Everybody's counting on you.
How does the troll taste?
You don't know because you haven't killed it.
rat troll mate before. That's how endangered it is.
Justin?
I'd move somewhere else.
That's not an option because you're not solving the problem. You are escaping the problem.
Well, okay, why does the food have to come through the bridge?
I never said it had to come through the bridge. The bridge is washed away. All I'm saying is that on one half of the river, you've got the food and people. And the other half of the river, you got just people and no food.
Well, it's winter. The river's frozen. You just walk
No,
away.
it's not. It's not that kind of cold weather. It's a torrential winter. It's a torrential winter river.
You set yourself up for that one.
But this is the point. It's not frozen there and the river because the moving water, even though there's snow around, the moving water needs to be colder than the surrounding ground to keep it freezing.
So
and it's just on the verge.
So there's one side, right, and that's the people.
And food. People and food on one side, just people on the other side.
Just people on the other side, and then there's a bridge.
There's no bridge. It got washed away by the torrential flood.
So anything that passes over the river is taxed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I go really far across the river, like really far downstream, and then I move it.
Okay.
So that he can't observe it.
All right. So you attempt this, and you get one load across. As you try to do a second load, he catches it and takes 10%. You had a bunch of stuff there, so you lost.
Okay, then I split it into like 4 different loads. He can't take all of them at once.
Okay. Well, you try 4, and in fact, he's able to steal 10% from each of the 4.
Okay, then make it like 100.
Okay. You find you can only steal from 50.
Okay.
Your food supply has
If he
been
takes 10% of a very
significantly
small amount,
damaged at this point.
Right.
yeah, if he takes 5%, 10% of a very small amount of each, then it's going to have like a lesser impact because it's going to be a very small amount.
So
overall.
you're going to send all the members of the village across, each with 1 loaf of bread, and he's only going to be able to take it from 50 of them, and the rest of the food is going to be across untaxed, and that will in fact solve the problem. It's one of the possible solutions. You will end up with enough food to make it through the spring. Doing that. That's one possible solution.
All right.
So kill the troll is one possible solution. That's a possible solution. Another possible solution is don't move the food, move the people.
Oh, okay.
That's the sort of right answer, I guess. Freeman, thank you for being a guest on Talking with Famous People. I am sorry.
Oh, sorry, I
We've
was-
begun boring you, so
I'm sorry. I forgot I was on camera.
that's okay.
I'm a little bit jet lagged.
That's perfectly reasonable, perfectly understandable. And Justin, thank you for hosting and being on Talking with Famous People.
Okay.
For host Zach, Freeman, Justin, and myself, I'm host Eric. Out.
Peace.